Good evening from Mount Western Raceway, right here in Sydney, Australia. And joining me once again is Chris from Turn Tracks Racing. How are you, mate?
I'm doing really good, Hot Car Track, and I am really eager to see how Heat 3 turns out. We have cars going tonight who could do some serious damage in this tournament.
That's right, Chris. We've got some heavy hitters tonight, so let's look at our competitors who's racing in Heat 3.
First up is Hot Winner, sponsored by 100 Proof Racing in the Lamborghini Murcielago.
Up next, we have Pedal Poet, who's driving for Red Line Savage Inc. He's driving in the Lamborghini Huracan. What a beautiful blue colour this is. Look at that.
And up next, sponsored by My Hot Wheels Collection, we have Phantom 67 in the Lamborghini Aventador J.
Next up is Metal Mania 3D, who is the sponsor, and Anthony Lowe is behind the wheel of this great Lamborghini Stoke. Good luck, Anthony.
And in the menacing but elegant Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, we have the V-Man. He is sponsored by 100 Proof Racing.
Po' Boy Racing from the USA is behind the wheel, and he's also the sponsor of the Lamborghini Diablo. Has it got the guts and the power to take him on?
And in the second Lamborghini Diablo, we have Mark D of CRC Racing in his own car, and this should be a great match coming up.
In the front, we have Po' Boy Racing, Mark D of CRC Racing, and Anthony Lowe.
And in the second row, we have Phantom 67, Pedal Poet, and the V-Man.
Hot Winner taking up position 7.
The V-Man gets off to a slow start.
Neck and neck down the back, and here comes Mark D out of turn 1, followed by Anthony Lowe.
Whipping around the second bend, Mark D streaks in the first, with Pedal Poet grabbing second.
Anthony Lowe coming in third with that late charge, and the V-Man coming in fourth.
And Mark D in the Diablo grabs a 10:13 time, and he is off to a fast start.
Hot Winner stuck before the finish line, driving for 100 Proof Racing.
And in the back, we have Phantom 67 in the Aventador J, and he did not fare well going around the second bend.
Let's go to the replay, Toon Tracks.
Coming around the bend, you can see Mark D leading the pack.
Check out the V-Man and the Sesto Elemento picking up pace through that turn there.
And Po' Boy Racing punted Phantom 67 off the second bend, ending any chance of victory.
A very easy win for Mark D and that Diablo.
After race 1, we have Mark D of CRC Racing currently sitting in first, followed by Pedal Poet, and in third is Anthony Lowe.
Mark D gets the inside advantage here, and Po' Boy Racing in the back and the middle there. Unbelievable.
And there they go. And look at that Huracan Super Trofeo go.
Pedal Poet with his foot to the floor, and he's going to cross the line.
And he is followed by both Diablos, Po' Boy Racing in second and Mark D in third.
That's a very fast time, a 9.02, and Po' Boy Racing comes out of nowhere.
And here comes Phantom 67, crossing the finish line as fast as a wet sock rolling up a hill.
There's the V-Man and Anthony Lowe struggling to get out of turn 2.
And back at the first bend, we have Hot Winner in a Murcielago. Let's see what happened.
Scrappy racing going into turn 1, but Pedal Poet has this sewn up, and Mark D struggling going backwards.
And Hot Winner takes an awkward line going around the apex, slides onto the guardrail, and suffers a DNF.
Beautiful driving by these 3 cars around turn 2.
And at the second bend, you can see the Sesto Elemento and the Stoke tangled up, but avoiding the carnage is the Super Trofeo and the 2 Diablos.
Race 2, we see Pedal Poet, Po' Boy Racing, and Mark D of CRC Racing in pole position in the next.
In the first row, we got Pedal Poet, Po' Boy Racing, and Mark D.
The V-Man, Phantom 67, and Anthony Lowe taking up the second row.
And Hot Winner is picking up the rear.
The Pedal Poet goes out strong, and the V-Man's in front.
Look at this, Pedal Poet is using V-Man slipstream as he's going backwards.
The V-Man, Pedal Poet, and Po' Boy Racing cross the line.
Moving up to pole position will be the V-Man in a Sesto Elemento as he grabs a 10:18 time.
Po' Boy Racing in that purple Diablo making a comeback. Anthony Lowe from Metal Mania 3D just crossing the line there.
If you're going to crash, make sure to crash right in front of NZ Towing, because they are always on top of their game, especially when you're on your own top.
That's right, Chris. NZ Racing are our preferred towies right here on Mount Western Raceway.
So let's check the replay and see what happened. Poor Mark D is getting knocked around like a ping pong ball, careens into a shrubbery from the Knights of Knee, and he is out of commission.
Mark D just getting caught up out of turn 1.
And look at this, in some kind of synchronized racing event, we have 3 cars going backwards around the second bend.
The V-Man and the Sesto Elemento making it look easy. Pedal Poet and Po Boy Racing both coming in backwards.
So currently sitting in first, we have the V-Man, followed by Pedal Poet in second, and in third, we got Po Boy Racing.
Race 4, Chris, I've got to ask you this again. How do you see this playing out?
Once again, this is going to be too tough to call. There's just too many speed burners on this track, and that's what's making this tournament very competitive.
This is a tight pack here. It's Mark D. No, it's Po Boy Racing. Mark D has the advantage.
And it looks like Mark D's got it as he brings it home, grabbing first, followed by Po Boy in second, and Pedal Poet claiming the last spot. So with the 9:24 time, Mark D makes his claim and roars into the semifinals.
NZ Towing, you are quiet down at the finish line. We have a situation.
I hope Po Boy is okay. His purple Diablo is flipped over on the rocks.
Hot Winner driving for 100 Proof Racing, just getting across that line there. Thank you so much for racing right here on Mount Western Raceway.
And getting a DNF is Phantom 67 and the Aventador J.
Toon Tracks, hit that replay button.
You got it. Not sure what this technique is called, but Po Boy Racing is trying to block the back going sideways.
Mark D just driving it like he stole it, and here comes Po Boy Racing right behind him along with Pedal Poet.
And these Lamborghini Diablos are proven to be a force to be reckoned with.
Sensational racing right here on Mount Western Raceway.
And NZ Towing doing a sensational job as always as they rescue Po Boy Racing from the rocks.
They do a great job, these guys, and that's a very difficult rescue right there. Big thank you to Anthony Lowe, the V-Man, Hot Winner, and Phantom 67.
So here are your Heat 3 results. Coming in first is Mark D of CRC Racing.
Po Boy Racing driving for Po Boy Racing is through to the semis.
And coming in third was Pedal Poet, sponsored by Redline Savage Inc.
Toon Tracks has been a pleasure again. Next race is Heat 4 and the final before we hit the semis. How do you see it?
I have a feeling this is going to be just like the previous 3 heats. This is going to be extremely exciting and right down to the wire, and I, for one, am really looking forward to it. I cannot wait.
It's good night for Mount Western Raceway, and we'll see you in Heat 4 of the Lamborghini tournament.